Okay, so let's get into these stories. So first up on the docket is Trey Songz. Now, if you're familiar with Trey Songz, if you're not familiar with Trey Songz is a R&B singer who is basically turning into the next R. Kelly. He's basically, we've covered him before. Where the fuck is my thing? Where is it? And I forgot to do the thing again. All right. Oh, that's me and Raina. Okay, so burps. Trey Songz denies beating woman in New York City. Police report was filed. Now, this dude has a horrible history of just rape, nickname Trigger the Harass. Mr. No, Samo. I put in the video that I put on TikTok. I said, Mr. Steal Your Girl, and then someone put in the chat, Mr. Beat Your Girl. I was like, oh shit. That's fucked up. But it was very funny. But it's horrifying. It's horrifyingly funny. I hope it means good luck. Yes. Yeah. So, Trey Songz denies beating a woman in New York City. Police report has been filed. Now, again, Trey Songz, let's just pull up. We've done this before again. Trey Songz list of accusations. Let's just pull this up. The many allegations against Trey Songz. And this is just the first. I don't know what screenshots is, but let's look at this. I wish they just had a list. Can we just get a list? So here's the recent rape. So he was acquitted on rape, with what seems like a reoccurring news of the alleged sexual assaults committed by Trey Songz. I am forced to repeatedly relive it in my mind and suffer anew the long supposed horror and unbearable PTSD of my rape by his very hands at the well-known Las Vegas hotel. Again, he was found acquitted for this. He was acquitted for this back in April, I believe. So that's a accused rape of Dylan Gonzalez. In a recent lengthy post on social media, Dylan wrote about the post-traumatic stress. Yes, we got that. In a sincere expression of solidarity with other victims of sexual assault, Gonzalez empathetically wrote, "I stand with you and encourage all those who have suffered abuse to speak out and come forward." Yeah, that's terrible. And he got away with it, but in the court of law, he was acquitted. So fine. But there are other court cases that are still pending on him. Here's Keke Palmer. One of the most notable allegations made against Songz is actress Keke Palmer claims back in 2017 she stated that he used sexual intimidation to force her appearance in the music video for the remix Pick Up the Phone despite continuous refusal. She said she was so scared that she actually hid in the closet while waiting for her Uber. Songz used the footage of her for the video anyways, which is very weird. That is a strange occurrence there. I mean, I'm not trying to discount what she's saying and her fear and her feelings, but what's sexual intimidation? Like, what does that mean? What is sexual intimidation? She's says she did not consent to be in Trey Songz music video, but yes, she got into the Uber. So again, I don't want to discount this woman's feelings. People can change their mind. Things happen. But this is, this stands out as like, that's a little weird. If she was really scared, then she should have contacted the authorities or see, I don't know what that means. Sexual intimidation. When Trey Songz released the video for Pick Up the Phone remix, Keke Palmer found an unpleasant surprise. Keke, who makes a quick appearance in the video while seemingly taking selfies on a couch, says she did not consent to being in the video and was filmed in secret. In a series of Instagram posts, Keke said her longtime friend Trey pressured her to the point of extreme anxiety, even using sexual intimidation to get her to do the video. What does that mean? Mom boy Trigger out here being a Lion King, walk around like Scar with his sexual intimidation. Morby, what's up, friend? Good to see you. Hey, Morby, I opened the show with you singing Hot Boy Summer. So I just want you to know that. Nick, what's going on? Happy Monday. We're here. The gang's all here. According to her post, Kiki said that when she went to a party in Miami that Trey was throwing since she's known him since she was 12. When she got to go party, Kiki said that it was actually a video shoot for Trey's song and people started pressuring her to make an appearance. Because she was under the influence, Kiki said she didn't feel comfortable being in the video and making a business deal since she had just showed up for a party. Eventually, Kiki said the pressure became so much that she got overwhelmed and hid in the closet. Okay, so again, we're not going to discount her feelings here because that's wild. If at any point a woman feels uncomfortable and they don't want to do something and you pressure her, that's just too much. And the same way it goes for dudes too, right? If someone's uncomfortable with the situation in general, it's not cool to keep pressuring people. So, I get it, not discounting it. It sounds a little weird, but I'm not going to discount it. She checks Wendy Williams.
What all had happened?
Well, because you done told everybody, especially, okay? But I don't want to keep browbeating that one situation. But
exactly,
I will say,
Morby.
Wendy, I would have loved to turn on your show and saw you be a little bit more compassionate and less accusatory and ridiculous.
I couldn't.
Why, girl? Well, the gag is you wasn't there.
Well,
but Wendy Williams. Okay. Wendy Williams is funny. Wendy Williams slams Keke Palmer. Trey Songz. I want to see that video. What did she say? Keke slams her. Keke Palmer gives Wendy Williams a verbal smackdown. Old clip resurfaces. Schooling. Shuts Wendy Williams up on her own show. When it comes to Trey Songz and essay, just watch. Okay, we'll go to this stupid Facebook post. So this is the longer version of this. So let's hear what her response is.
Yeah. So Trey Songz used you in a song, and you tell the rest and what all had happened.
Well, because you done told everybody, especially, okay? But I don't want to keep browbeating that one situation. But I will say, Wendy, I would have loved to turn on your show and saw you be a little bit more compassionate and less accusatory and ridiculous.
I couldn't.
Why, girl? Well, the gag is you wasn't there.
Well.
Oh, in your face, Wendy Williams.
But here's the deal. We all know these days that singers, and to save money, all you do is throw a house party.
That's true.
And roll the camera.
But is it right?
It's not.
It's normalized, and that's my problem. Forget about what you're saying to me. The thing is we're then telling girls that it's okay for them to be in weird and awkward and, potentially sexually harassing environments.
Right.
And they should endure it and not say nothing about it. That's why I said something about it, because it's like, look, it happens to me too.
Okay, so.
It happens to all of us. Just because I'm in Hollywood doesn't mean we all as women endure that.
But
So I agree with Keke Palmer there. Like, if a woman or anybody feels uncomfortable in a certain situation, they do not want to be a part of it. Like, you don't have a right to film them. Did she make this up? I don't know. I'm not accusing her of that. I wouldn't say anything like that. But I'm all with that. Like, anybody who feels uncomfortable in a situation, and even if you are, in a place where they're shooting a music video and you don't want to be a part of it and you're intoxicated and you're starting to feel pressured and you start feeling uncomfortable and icky and people are kind of like, putting the moves on and you're not really feeling it. Listen, no, it's just a hands down no. Sorry, but she's trying to make my boy Trigger sound like this is Halloween and she's Jamie Lee Curtis hiding in closets. Even a Lil Nas X broke out of those. She gotta stop with it. Bro, I'm trying to take Wendy Williams' spot out here. Wendy can shut it most of the time. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because again, I'm looking at it from how tall is Keke Palmer? How much does Keke Palmer weigh? What? like maybe a $105. What is she, like 5'2"? You know what I mean? Now, how big am I? I'm like 250 pounds. I'm like 6'1". Okay? Imagine the people around her. I just try to put myself in a young woman's shoes, because ladies are very small, and compared to like a big like me, just slapping her back could like knock her unconscious or something. Just be like, oh, Kiki Palmer, what's up? You know, and not like hitting her, but like just, you know, just like a back slap. I could do that to my homie, right? But she's like 25 pounds. She's like 2'1", 22 fucking ounces. Like she's nothing of, you know, like she's nothing. So I just look at it as like, man, you're surrounded by these big brawny dudes. And I'm sure these, oh, man, I don't know why my fucking mouse keeps coming undetected and detected on the computer all the time, but it's pissing me off. I just imagine people who are in those shoes being, you know, a young woman in a strange environment. Maybe she did get anxiety. Maybe she was fucking anxious. Maybe she has anxiety. She's in Hollywood. Anyone in Hollywood has mental fucking issues, okay? So I get it. I completely get it. I mean, I'm not a woman. I can't say I get it from that perspective, but I get it from someone who has looked up at someone who was way massively much more robust than me, telling me to shut the fuck up and do what I say, because that's happened. I mean, not in prison or anything. I never had anxiety until something happened. Oh, Morby, I'm sorry to hear that. That's fucking horrible. What a fucking horrible thing to do. Somebody is just impose anxiety onto them. And man, like I feel like, you know, in my younger days, I've been in bad situations, bad relationships. You know what I mean? And you know, we traumatized each other, but I still feel bad about those things. You know, like it's still bad that happened. You know, especially being drunk and high on drugs all the time. Those kind of situations suck to be in, especially if you're in a relationship and stuff. So, you know, to all the girls I've hurt before, you know, that sucks. My apologies. It's terrible. But yeah, that's terrible, Morby. But, you know, there's no but to that. Let's just stop it there. It's terrible. Anyways, going back to the list. Okay, so non-consensual urination on women. Okay, we're just going through Trey's thing because Trey Songz is being accused of brutalizing a woman in New York City. So we will get back to that story, but this is just sort of the things. We've gone through this list before too, so we won't stay on it too long. Keke Palmer could have easily left, and she hid out in the closet like a horror movie. She had every right to leave, but she chose not to. Yeah, that's true. But she was intoxicated too. You know, she wasn't in her right mind. Fear does things that are weird. Like this, like that Black China girl who was like trying to sex traffic a TikToker. You know, she went over there trying to, you know, collab with Black China, and Black China gets drunk and calls some wild ass person, and they're like talking about how much she's worth and stuff, you know what I mean, on the phone, and she's like scared, but she doesn't know. And she tries to leave, but she intimidates her. Black China intimidates her. And so it's not hard to intimidate. If someone's bigger and aggressive than you, it's not hard to intimidate them, right? It's not hard to intimidate someone into sort of, you know, doing what you want to do. It's actually, you know. So I feel what you're saying, Samo. And that's why when I went into it, I was like, this is kind of, But, you know, when you hear it from Keke Palmer and you hear... And you try to put yourself in the position of a young woman who's like 22 ounces and, you know, 2'1" and 22 ounces. You know, I'm at work, but I'm sneak listening. Bye. Hello. Thank you for sneak listening. I appreciate you, friend. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you had a good trip the other day. Anyways, so non-consensual urination on women, like, okay. I'm I'm not a big fan of Trey Songz anyways. Honestly, he's not great to me. Raina loves him. Raina told me that they marketed him as a wholesome singer. A wholesome singer, which is really weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear about Brendan Fraser getting his flowers finally? Because he was blacklisted from getting SA'd by some fucking creep in Hollywood. It was good. I had to sit in the dark because it was too much. Sometimes you got to do that. I'm a professional sneak. Anyways, let's see what the hell this is. This is terrible. In August 2020, Songz was also accused of urinating on a woman without her consent and letting her leave his hotel room. The woman named Eliza, OnlyFans model, OnlyFans model and friend of socialite Selena Powell, appeared on the popular No Jumper podcast on August 13, 2020 with Powell. The two shared the stories with host Adam22 and talking about instances of sexual encounters she had with famous stars. During the podcast, Eliza said, "I got peed on too. I didn't know what happened. He just did it," adding, "He's psycho. He took my phone and my purse away for like a whole day, held it over the balcony, and was like, 'Bitch, if you try to leave, I will drop this shit.'" Songz denied it. "I usually stay quiet on this," and this is Trey Songz' response on Twitter. It says, "I usually try to stay quiet on this, but I feel that in many ways, the movement to fight for the women who actually have suffered harassment and abuse on various levels has been hijacked by those who find it convenient for themselves to come up as they seek to destroy someone's life." Now, again, if it's like one accusation, and it's they let it go, and I mean, because one rape is bad, and fuck you. Go to jail. You go to jail now, fuck off, right? But if he's acquitted and they've, and he suffered the loss of his career and stuff, then yeah, you can look past that and you can try to move on and we can try to accept him and bring him back into the fold. But this motherfucker has like 10 or 11 accusations. After a certain amount of times, homeboy is fucking guilty of something. You know what I mean? And people want to keep making excuses for cats like Trey Songz because they're fans. Which later on the show, I'm going to make excuses for Chris Brown because I'm a fan. But anyways, that's the fucking wild thing about human bias and how we'll look past certain things because you believe in someone or something. You'll look past certain facts and just say fuck it. Her name is Black China. That wasn't a sign that she's exporter importer. I know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, she's an exporter. She's gotten caught a couple times. Let's see. Isn't Black China affiliated with the Kardashians somehow? I believe so. Why are rich people scummy? Power corrupting them. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Morby. I think power corrupts. Money equals power, and power corrupts. If you let it go to your head, you surround yourself with people who just agree with you and say everything you're doing is right. If you don't have someone to ground you in life, you just come untethered and you just go with what happens. And there's a certain mentality that comes with like elite rich people where they sort of lose connection with people, with normal regular people who are working every day, has a job, has to worry about bills and where are they gonna, the babysitter's sick, where we're gonna drop off the kids for while we go to work. It's fucking, there's so many stresses that they have no connection to anymore. And even if you come from that, you still forget about it. I heard this story that Michael Jackson called Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire wanted to buy bought a jersey at a charity event for $7,000, a Michael Jordan jersey, and then tried to go get a picture with Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan says, "No, I don't take pictures with N-words." Like saying that he was just some regular dude that he ain't gonna fuck with, like beneath him is how the way that it was phrased. At least the way Chameleonaire tells the story. And he was like, blown away. And, people were like, yo, Mike, that's Chameleonaire. And he's like, I don't give a fuck who it is. Because he's just like, fuck you. Michael Jordan didn't come up rich. And they played that clip from Oprah where she was being like, your father was murdered. Your father was murdered. Which, Oprah, what the fuck? Where's your bedside manner? But it was wild because he just sat there stone-faced. He's like, you know what? He's gone. Doesn't matter how he died. He's just gone. So there is a certain mentality that comes with that sort of power. You just sort of lose touch. You start looking at people as commodities and not really humans, right? And it's like, how can you serve me? How do you bring me stuff that I want? That is what you are. You're a conduit to the things I want. You are not a person. You are not a face. Don't look me in the eye, motherfucker. All right, let's catch up with that. I'm going to take from something that's already created, believe all black men, especially the ones that can sing, JK. Listen, believe everybody, believe everyone who makes these claims until there's evidence to not believe them. I mean, because these are real claims, and to sit there and be like, anybody who brings up a claim shouldn't be listened to because some people lie. It's just like a terrible way of going about it. It's like, yeah, you should definitely believe people until there's evidence to not believe people. And like, with Trey Songz, there's a lot of fucking evidence to believe that he is not some wholesome dude. I still can't believe that he was marketed as a wholesome singer. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, Rob's her baby daddy. Rob, okay, thank you, Samo. Rob Kardashian, but I don't understand how he doesn't have full custody of their kids. I'm sorry, by Trey Songz don't have the Disorga fee to get this type of treatment. Isn't he black himself? Yeah, well, people are turning on Trey now, right? Like, people are going through it. Domestic violence, more strange patterns with bodily fluids. Songz' alleged misconduct with Eliza is not the only time bodily fluids have appeared in headlines alongside his name. In March 2021, without care for COVID-19 pandemic ravaging the world, the singer was caught on video spitting in the mouths of two fans. What the fuck? All right, we gotta see this. Hold on. Is there video of what the fuck? The following. Hold on. Look at it's Oprah. Hold on. Let me make sure this ain't fuck. I don't want to get kicked off here. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, whatever. Get out of here, Oprah. Okay, so Songz recently addressed an alleged sex tape leaked by a fan, posting two photos of himself with a confused look on his face while staring into a smartphone wearing a hat that says, "Hoes mad." I was mad. So wait, that's that. There's like, this is not the, okay. So domestic violence. It's like the guys who have to repeat all the time that they're nice, or a funny guy, narrated voice. They aren't. He's nice. I'm nice. I'm funny. I'm a nice guy. It's like, ugh. Are you trying to convince other people or yourself? If you're nice or funny or wholesome, your actions will show it. Yes, and this is not very wholesome actions. So we have DV, and I'm just gonna skip through a lot of this. Oh, but wait, there's so much more. Songz found himself in hot water on multiple other occasions. The myriad of proceedings date back as far as 2012, when an assault charge was put forward against him by a woman named Donna McIntosh Anu. Oh, I don't know how to say that. According to McIntosh, Songz threw a wad of cash at her face outside of a strip club in Queens, New York, which gave her a black eye. The singer was charged with, oh my God, misdemeanor assault. So he was actually charged several times with all this stuff. In December of 2017, another incident involving Songz, which is fucked up to throw a wad of cash at someone's face. But at the end of the day, she got a wad of cash. Okay, not good. I'd take a wad of cash in exchange for a black. Right, how much is... You gotta think it's probably like a real big wad of cash if it's gonna fuck somebody up like that. I mean, at the end of the day, you get cash at the end of the day. And then she probably sued him for more money too. Which, you know what? Fuck you. You don't... That's horrible to do to somebody. It's demeaning, first of all, and it's fucking assault. And even though there's money involved, it's not cool. It's not cool. But I get what you're saying, Bon. I get what you're saying. I mean, I would have been like, oh shit, that's mine. Thank you, Trey Songz. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Mr. Steel Girl. Thank you so much. Oh Jesus, I better put ice on this. I'm gonna go buy a bunch of ice with like 10K that just got whipped at my face. But that's me again. 6'1", 250, right? That's different. We're talking about probably a small, skinny little stripper who fucking is like anorexic and fucking, 2 foot tall. It's like, we gotta like step outside of ourselves sometimes and just be like, well, fuck, it's like this tiny little person who got fucked up by this grown ass man who works out. Obviously, have you seen his abs? He has beautiful abs. Yes, there are better ways to receive a wad of cash. Yeah, like, here you go. Thank you for all your services. Who knows what she did for him? But whatever it was, there was an exchange involved. Pay the lady and be on your way, sir. I want to go to the strip clubs you've gone to with 2 feet tall anorexic little stripper. I'm just saying. I'm just exaggerating, but. No, the last strip club I went to was in Austin, Texas, and it fucking fucked with me. I hate the strip club. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that. I just don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable. In December, and Raina got mad at me because I wasn't tipping any of the strippers. She was like, you guys went to the strip club and didn't tip the fucking strippers? That's their job, bro. Like, that's how they make their money. I'm like... I'm not trying to like stare at some fucking, like it's uncomfortable for me. I don't like it. Maybe I should have tipped a little bit, but it's uncomfortable. See? And I left. Oh, sorry guys. It's bothering me a little bit. Tits for tips. That's right. Titties for the bitties. I know, Morby. I'm a terrible John. Okay? I'm a terrible John. In December 2017, another incident involving Songz taking place in a street. Oh, yeah. Okay. We just read that. Oh, wait. No. Female fan suing. Okay. Which resulted in a female fan suing the singer. She claimed that after attempting to take a picture in a car park, he allegedly slapped her phone out of her hand and into her face, caused her glasses to break. Well, see, that's fucked up, too. According to Complex, Songz was also said to have hit a woman's car in New York City during an argument and promptly fled the scene. So, okay, it's just accusation after accusation. And again, I get that some might be just some made up bullshit. Terrible John. Yes. I get that some of it might just be made up, but once you get past a certain amount of numbers of accusations, it's not just this poor guy who is in a position of power is just always getting accused of things. Like Bill Cosby, after maybe one or two, yeah, maybe, but it's like 75, right? And the motherfucker's out walking around. That dude should be die in prison. He has some very funny records, though. Okay, so let's get back to our original thing here. So now here we are up to speed today. And so Trey Songz is on the police radar in New York after a woman claims he brutalized her last month, a claim he's calling BS on. Of course, he's denied every single one of these. NYPD sources tell us alleged victim filed a report in late October claiming Trey punched her in the face repeatedly while inside a bowling alley bathroom. By the way, this is one thing that me and Samo sort of were talking about. I was like, why does shit always go down at the fucking bowling alley? What? Why are do just black men need to stay away from the bowling alley? Is that it's just how it is? Does black men need to stay away? The baby's beating up Danny Lee's brother, fucking at the bowling alley. Takeoff gets murdered. Trey over here. I mean, just stay away from the bowling alleys, y'all. I can just hear him say, "Get a job, Grouch," as he walks away. Yes. You know what? I'm not. It's just an uncomfortable situation. Dog food acquired. I'm back. Yes. Are you about to eat, Naders? You about to get down? That was a bad joke, poorly delivered. Bon appetit. Okay, yes. Bon with the save.
What? Okay.
Bon with the save. I had a terrible joke. Good times at the bowling alley. Yeah. Bowling is for the whites, okay? Obviously, black people can't go to the bowling alley without something horrible happening. That sounds horribly racist, doesn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean it like that. I meant, okay. We're moving on. The munchies aren't that bad yet. You'll get there. Yes, twinsies. Okay. NYPD sources. Okay, we read that. Yeah. So he repeatedly punched her in the face in the bowling alley bathroom. And then we're told she also alleges that TS dragged her by her hair and that she was taken to the hospital for what cops noted were visible minor injuries. Now, I'm looking at this guy. I mean, he's not huge, but he is shreddy, right? I don't know. If someone's getting repeatedly punched in the face, I would think that there would be more than just minor injuries. But who knows? Maybe he throws like a bitch, Who knows? Our sources say, and I'm not trying to discount her claim at all, anybody. I'm just saying like that sticks out to me. That a red flag goes up when I hear that, right? Minor injuries after he brutally punched you in the face a bunch of times. That doesn't, you know what I mean? There's like a cognitive dissonance there. But we'll find out as time goes on. Our sources say that the woman is a worker at the establishment, but is unclear what might have precipitated this. So what even made this happen? Why did he just start beating the shit out of this girl, this worker? There's not much context beyond her account. So that's a pretty important sentence there. That means that there's no witnesses, right? So there's no witnesses. It's just her saying that Trey Songz beat the shit out of her in a bathroom. So again, who knows? But we're not going to say she's lying because we don't say people are lying until there's evidence to say that they're lying. Like fucking Amber Heard. How much evidence? And there's still people like, oh, we stand with Amber. We stand with her. And I'm sure that was a terrible relationship, but fuck, bro. We're good at golf. We're good at the golf course. We're good at the swimming pool. Side by the bowling alley. Any game that deals with getting strikes, rappers need to stay away from. Because especially in California, because 3 strikes and you're out over there, son. It is awesome though that there's like, I love seeing like rappers out the golf course just smoking blunts and shit. That shit is so tight. Imagine all the like uptight fucking rich people walk. Oh my, are they smoking a marijuana cigarette? Oh lordy, that shit makes me giddy. So yeah, the only account of this is just that she's saying it. That's the only thing. She said it happened, and there's a police report, and there was minor injuries. So Our sources say the woman recognized Trey and identified him by name to the police after the fact. Oh my God, this one's terrible too. This is horrible. In any case, we're told there is now an active case for this, and the cops are interested in talking to Trey at the very least. This is certainly not the greatest news for him, considering other allegations hurled at him for the past few years. An NYPD spokesperson confirms that to TMZ that the investigation into this is ongoing. As TMZ has reported before, Trey was sued for rape recently, but the case was dismissed over a statute of limitation. Okay, so the case was dismissed because it was just happened too long ago. So, ugh. I could go for a joint right about now. All I got are road soddies. Road sodies. Well, you gotta do what you get. You gotta make do with what you got, Naders. You gotta make do with what you got, buddy. This is not an endorsement for road sodas, friends. You have a cigar. I have blunts. New culture exchange of etiquette. The golf course. Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be fucking... Soon they're going to be passing them back and forth. Well, maybe not after COVID, but... it brings people together eventually. Eventually there's just no denying that people are here to stay. People are coming together. People are mixing in, and fuck it. And fuck the people who don't want to accept that. So this is fucked up. We've seen this before. Look, he exposes her boob. So she's laughing, having a good time. She's surrounded by a celebrity, but this is embarrassing, and this got on the internet, and this is her breast out on the internet forever now. Like, she's forever known as the girl who got sexually harassed. Titty in the open. I mean, who doesn't like titties, but consensual titty grab, please. Please, Mr. Songz. Can we get some consent here? You have, gotta love living off the back roads. Yeah, baby. Yeah. It's where Johnny Law doesn't go very often. He's also being accused of being violent with people, including women, in the past. Mitchell Schuster, Trey's legal rep, tells TMZ a source close to the investigation informs us that Trey Songz has been cooperative with authorities and expects that when all the evidence is reviewed, he will be exonerated. This is another instance of those involved try to blame the celebrity with hopes of getting fame and riches. See, again. I mean, that's such a dismissal of her claims, which then he's a lawyer and that's what his job is to do, is sort of get this dismissed. But still, I can see that being the case the first time. Okay, maybe, depending on what it is. But you have he's out here pissing on people. Okay? He's out there grabbing titties. Like, it's a video of him grabbing titties. There was no consent there. It's like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. Can I grab your titty and expose it to the public right now? No, there wasn't. And of course, that would ruin the surprise. But still, it's not a great surprise. This is what happens when you have pretty boy privilege. You wonder how this stuff goes out of control. By the way, everybody go see Emmett Till.